You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
You've been hearing our name in the news a lot lately.
Yeah, a lot lately. Miss Chrisette Michele.
Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, let's just get right to it. Why'd you decide to perform for Donald Trump?
I needed them to see us. I needed them to see what we have to say, what we look like, how we talk. I needed, with the entire campaign experience, I think that many of us were wondering, who is he talking to? You know, you would hear something and you would say, why does he think it's okay to talk to, quote unquote, us like that? And so I needed him to see what us looked like, because I was as confused as everybody else, wondering, I'm the one who feels left out. And I would keep hearing him say, or the campaign trail say, you know, for the people who feel like they don't belong, or who feel like they're not being heard. And I was saying, I don't know if we're being heard. So I had to go. There was no hesitation. As soon as we got the call, the first thing out of my
Did
mouth.
Omarosa really call you?
Yeah, how did you get the call?
They said Omarosa called you.
Okay, I want to let you know, and you can tell me all the rumors. I had turned off my phone as soon as I decided to do it, because I knew that people wouldn't understand. And I referred to myself as a wolf in sheep's clothing, but really I was a sheep in wolf's clothing. I was as afraid as we all are right now, knowing that I had to put on some kind of armor. I called it the armor of God, and that's why I went there and sang gospel. And no, I don't personally know Omarosa, and no, she didn't call me.
Who called
Did you anticipate that?
Hold on, how did you get the call initially to do the inauguration?
So there's a great company called Universal Productions, and they book us and
The Soul
me.
Circus?
No.
Oh, you idiot.
What are you talking about?
Universal.
That's Universal Circus, you idiot.
Yeah, Universal. You heard
Okay,
the
I'm
Universal
serious.
music.
All right, please serious. Go ahead.
So they booked me for a lot of different
So a
things.
booking agency
A
called.
regular, everyday
Right.
booking agency that books artists. And they said, well, they didn't call me. My phone doesn't ring
Okay.
for those people. I have a team.
Call your fiance, your manager.
My manager, yes. They called, and he called me into his office, and he was like, "You're not gonna believe this." And he told me, you know, they want you to perform at the inauguration. And
What was your initial reaction?
that's what I'm about to say. Immediately, I said, absolutely. And he said, oh, hell no.
Oh, you said yes immediately.
And it was no hesitation. The first thing in my mind was
Before he told you how much he was getting paid, or after?
we negotiate that. So there was no, like on a one sheet, they don't say we have this amount of money to pay you.
They asked how much.
They ask what's your fee.
What's your fee?
Yeah. So
$250,000.
no, my fee. You think Chrisette Michele,
Well,
the
I'm
soul
saying
singer
for
from
the
New York,
inauguration,
is
you got paid $250,000.
okay? That's another rumor. So no, I didn't get paid $250,000. But if I did get paid $250,000, I would be very proud of that. There are black people who wanted to sing in the White House 100 years ago that sang on the steps because they wouldn't let us in. So, and they would sing for free. The way I sang for Barack Obama was for free. But you know, this was a business deal, and like any other business deal, I'm an artist. I get paid. I get paid to do what I do.
Right.
Oh, so you sang for Barack before?
Yeah.
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 Oh, so
Now,
this
did
wasn't just out
More
the
than
blue.
once. As a matter of fact, Michelle, they say, you know, Michelle Obama would leave the White House and go on these little trips. One day she came on a trip to go see me perform at a small spot in Washington, D.C. And after that, I knew that I had the ear of political great people. And I said, you know what, I'm going to use this to say what we have to say.
Now,
So that's why I went.
Did you anticipate how crazy the backlash would be? Because we've seen other people, Jennifer Holliday, we've seen other people that attempted to go and perform. And even with the White House, they weren't going to release who was performing because they knew it scared some people. So in your head, did you know, okay, this is going to be crazy for me?
I knew, I saw what Jennifer Holliday went through, and I knew that I was great before they called me, and I was still great after they called me. I was the same Chrisette Michele before they called me that I was after. So I didn't anticipate my own fans being as enraged. I thought that they had heard the album that I put out called Let Freedom Reign. I thought that they heard me sing Black Girl Magic. I thought that they had seen me go to Harvard University and talk about black art and how we can use art to change
That
social.
black cachet don't matter when you do
Right.
something they don't like.
Right. So I would have never guessed that. I would have thought they said, "Now we know Chrisette, she is." I thought some of my accolades would have stood for who I am, and they didn't. One thing I will say is that as I travel around the country, which I do all the time, and around the world, I just was overseas a little while ago. I am
Basically trying to say she don't need no money for everybody out there saying that she did the Donald Trump inauguration for the check.
Oh well, that is true. I'm not hungry for money. I'm on tour right now, a tour that I created and promoted with my fiance. I'm definitely not hungry. But as I traveled all over the country, I've heard so many different ideas of what's going on in the country from all different shades. And so putting out No Political Genius was my way of saying there's more than just you that lives here. You know, and if we don't know anything about each other, then we'll never be able to get along. I'm holding on to the words from Maya Angelou and from greats like Ayan Levanzat, who understand that if we don't talk to each other, we'll never unify and we'll never get anything done. So my goal now is to start conversation, continue conversation, and not to be afraid of conversation, and see if maybe somebody will listen and maybe something can change.
You don't think it was a smack in the face, though, to Barack, because you rode with them so much, and you said Michelle came to your show.
And he's still insulting Barack Obama.
My thing was at the inauguration and
yes.
grab him by the pussy and so many disrespectful things. And
yes.
At one point you didn't say, "Nah, I'm riding with
yes.
I mean, even not as a black thing, just as a woman.
Right.
As a woman, as a black person, my thing was Barack was my leader for 8 years. What's Barack doing? And Barack was there. Now, there were 60 Democrats who weren't. What does that say? That says that the voice that we had, we're not going to have. The same way that the Republicans walked out on Barack Obama is the same way that Democrats are walking out on Donald Trump. So where are we going to be? Who's going to speak for us? I'm no political genius, and I'll say that 1,000 times, but I am an American.
See, I think that's the problem, though. I think people want political geniuses to talk to Trump, even though Trump's not a politician.
Right.
I think when they look at you, they're like, why is Chrisette Michele talking to Donald Trump? What could she possibly
say? Because I'm as upset as y'all are,
Trump?
and I'm invited to a lot of people's offices. I'm invited to a lot of mayors' offices. And so if, by some chance, we could have a conversation and somebody could tell me what to say. If Charlamagne can tell me what he wants to see fixed, if Angela can tell me what she wants to see changed, if Envy can tell me what he can't stand that's going on, and if we could all be one voice and I could bring that to somebody, I will, because I do have access. I was at the inauguration.
But do you think that people look at it like, well, she's supporting Donald Trump? Because that's really
I
what
understand.
it is. People look at it and they say, she's performing at Inauguration. All these other artists refuse to do it.
Yeah.
So it looks like she's down with Donald Trump now.
Who did you vote for?
Right, exactly. There are a group of, I didn't vote for Donald Trump. There are a group of people, positive. Okay. There are a group of people that did. And I want to know why. You know what I'm saying? You watch CNN and you see, people in middle America saying, I feel forgotten. And they look nothing like me. They don't have my story. I don't know much about them. And they voted for him. So I want to go to South Dakota and sit down with that person and ask them what their struggles are and see how similar the single white girl with a child that lives in poverty, how she relates to the black girl in Far Rockaway in the same situation. I want to see if somewhere in the middle of all of this we sound anything alike and what we can do together to bring some change.
I mean, you're saying all that, but did you meet with Donald Trump? Did you get a chance to have a conversation
what was
with
that
Donald
conversation
Trump?
like, if there was one?
Right. Donald Trump was not at the ball. So, we talk about the media and what we see on television.
So he wasn't at the place you
He wasn't.
It was something different. It was the Liberty.
No. I was at the ball that he spoke at, but he didn't get there until we were leaving.
Okay.
So it was kind of pointless, Chrisette. You took a lot of heat for nothing.
I took a lot of heat because I want to unify America. I didn't go there to see if I could shake down. What's a handshake gonna do?
I don't know. You said, but that's what you're saying. You're saying you went there to have a conversation with him, but you didn't even get
I
to do
went
that.
there to begin a conversation with America. I went there to show them what we look like. And after the show or the performance was over, and I sing a gospel song. I don't know if people watched.
What's the song?
Right?
Because I'm a heathen. I don't know. What's the song?
Intentional is the name of the song. Okay. And it's by Travis Green.
Right, you guys performed together.
We performed
together. People
don't
like him right now either.
It seems like people are in love with him right now. I don't know what you're reading again, and I don't mean to be rude. I'm just saying I can't.
All day.
No, we had Angela Rye here yesterday.
Yeah,
I think she said she got to find her a new gospel singer because Travis Green used to be her favorite
That's
singer.
one person who said that. And he just put out a new record and it's doing well in the charts. So no offense to anybody who's upset with him, but there are people who don't even know to be upset with him. I'm walking into the gym that I go to. Don't say nothing crazy, but I'm walking into the gym that I go to, and there was a white, because you always got something funny to say. And now,
figure out what would be so crazy.
Well, the last time I came, I said I'm a fat vegan. You said, why you got to call yourself fat? Anyway, moving on. But I walked in, I didn't. But I walked into the gym the other day, and there was this white lady in a black suit with red lipstick on, and she was as enraged as I was, but she looked nothing like me. And I said, I performed at the inauguration. You know what the first words out of her mouth was? Oh my God, congratulations. And that's the response I'm getting from people, and we don't even know that people feel that way. And like you looking at me now, I looked at her, I said,
So you're saying you're about to switch genres? You're going to start doing country music? You're going to start performing for white people?
no, I'm going to start talking to more people
Got you.
and see if we have anything in common.
Now,
and then
like,
see
were
where
you-
that can take
Were your
us.
feelings hurt though when you saw a lot of people were, doing all the memes and really harshly attacking
I didn't watch
you?
the memes.
And even with Spike
You
Lee.
can tell me. You can show me whatever you want.
Well, even like with Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
I know
would
that
actually
had.
cut
Let's
I
go
know
there.
You saw that, and I know that had to upset
She ready
you.
for Spike, boy.
Obviously, your fiance.
Well, because he's one of my quote unquote, and we can disagree or agree on this term, peers. In other words, we're both people who create. We're both artists who bring things to media and
Right.
say things. So the reason why something that comes from his mouth would be disappointing more than hurtful is disappointing is because he's the person who's supposed to teach me how to create this art and how to get it out. He's the person who created Crooklyn and is telling people that he's not going to pay me for a song he never called me about. So teach me, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm much rather, and if he was here right now, I would much rather have a conversation than a tweet.
Right.
You took
and you
the time
did address
out.
it in your spoken word.
I did
though.
address
you
it in
called
the
him a
spoken
crook
word.
from Crooklyn.
I addressed it in my spoken word. And I had to get that off my chest because I don't know anybody who didn't watch Crooklyn. I'm not from that side of town. I wasn't raised in that experience, but it was eye-opening and it made me think, and I was proud of that. I was proud of watching that. And now I want to create that. Now I'm bringing in cameras and paying for that stuff with my own $750,000. And Spike Lee's not going to be able to teach me. He's not going to be able to show me anything because he doesn't even want to have a conversation. So I invite him right now. Let's have a conversation. Let's
And
talk,
Questlove
please.
As well.
Questlove, one of my
Questlove
peers,
said
somebody
he would
who
pay
I
you not to perform.
and I would have paid him to perform. I mean, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? If Questlove, who I've worked with on his music, doesn't know that I didn't go there for money, then we don't know each other. None of us know each other.
I think the problem is I don't have a problem with people engaging. I truly believe that, throughout the history of the civil rights struggle, you've had engagers and you've had resistors. Some people
Sure.
choose to engage, some people choose to resist. I
Sure.
think both methods are cool. I just want us to be on the same page.
Right.
But I think with you, I think people just want people to wait and see what Trump does. Like, he's
But
ran
is
a campaign.
that scary?
But no, he's ran a campaign of hate for 18 months. He needs to prove to us first that he's worthy of our conversation.
But I'm afraid to wait. I'm afraid to wait because I don't know what he's going to do tomorrow. I don't know what they're going to do tomorrow.
that's
I
a
don't
good
know if my
point.
small black business is going to count as buy American tomorrow. I don't know where I fit in.
Why not go to the Women's March then?
They don't invite D-list celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I didn't get
told
no
me
phone
that a lot
call.
of people called them to come. It wasn't that they really reached out to people. They said that all kinds of people were calling them because I was there, and they didn't
you don't
invite
got to
me.
be a celebrity to go to the march.
I mean, I could stand outside amongst everybody. And I was in the city during the march. I was there. But I wasn't invited to speak on the stage.
Because I think that could have been a powerful thing.
I think what I did was a powerful thing. I think what Alicia Keys did was a powerful thing. I think what Madonna did was a powerful thing. I think if we all think about doing powerful things on the platform we have instead of doing powerful things on Instagram, will be a lot better.
But this is the thing, though. Like, you did utilize the platform, but you didn't, make a stand.
Did
didn't
you
say
listen?
anything at the
Did
inauguration.
you listen?
watched it.
Did you see my Basquiat skirt? Like, I am an artist. I wasn't given a microphone to be a speaker, so I wore Basquiat there. And on my Basquiat skirt showed us being hung, showed us being beaten by police, showed the brutality, and nobody listened. You didn't listen. And they're still calling. Congressmen are now calling me. So I'll go there.
I think you should have wore a Black Lives Matter t-shirt.
I wrote a song, Black Girl Magic, and Spike Lee won't play it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you. Even if you would have said it on stage, like Black Girl Magic
I
or Black Lives
did.
Matter. Oh, you did?
You
didn't watch
wasn't
it,
listening.
Charlamagne.
You
Well,
wasn't
tell me,
watching.
school me. That's what you're
That's
here
the whole
for.
thing is that
So you
really you
said
should
all
have
that.
watched it to see because
And even if he didn't, that's okay. I didn't do it for views. You know what I mean? I
Gotcha.
wasn't trying to
You did it to make
get more followers on
so people will
Instagram.
criticize something but not really know the whole
Have no clue.
entire story.
Have no.
I saw Little Mo rode really hard for you because she does know you personally, and that's your friend.
Yeah.
So I guess she would know where your heart is at more than.
I appreciate most passion. And I'm grateful for. The truth of the matter is, nobody has walked up to me on the street and said, I hate you.
Right. That
As soon as I came off of into this room, the first thing Lloyd said to me was, I'm so proud of you to be so courageous, that brave, and to stand up for what matters. I support you. But nobody's going to air that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lloyd didn't want that to be said. either.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
It is what it is.
that's not true.
When Wendy Williams referred to me as her friend, my mom told me, because again, I just can't watch. But as her friend, when she reported how much money I allegedly made, but she never called my phone. You know what I'm saying? So there's people who are excited and saying I support you from behind closed doors. The people, behind closed doors. But I need somebody to stand next to me and say, I support you, and we do this together.
So don't listen to Charlamagne. Lloyd definitely didn't say that.
He didn't say don't.
I was going to ask, though.
No, I want to know, but for everybody, what did you say on stage? Because that's what people are going like. So what, for people who didn't watch?
I said it's not over until it's good. I said to keep hope alive. I said, put your hands up in the air and wave them from side to side. That's what I said. I said, look at my skirt. I wore a skirt created by a white woman with a black man's art on it. That's what I said. I'm an artist again.
Not good enough. You should have said, hands up, don't shoot. Black Lives Matter. That's what
then you say that. You say that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to the inauguration. I learned from y'all.
No, say it from the Breakfast Club. I'm listening.
Absolutely.
I'm listening.
We say it up here, but after seeing Donald Trump's first week.
I don't know if those were the perfect words for the inauguration, though.
See, this is the thing. We've been conforming to them. Why are we conforming to the oppressor?
You're not listening.
Okay.
You're not watching either.
Okay.
You're not watching me. You're not watching me. You haven't been watching me. And you've always been kind. So, because we are in our community and I know how things turn into beef. You've always been kind. You've always been cordial. You've always been a great conversationalist. And that's the reason why I came, because I know that y'all know how to talk.
Right.
And y'all are okay with conversation.
Yeah, that is one thing I said. I said, y'all acting like y'all boycotting Chrisette Michele, but y'all was
Chrisette.
not. I don't think y'all was, Chrisette. I don't think y'all was supporting her.
Before. Let's start with the 700,000 followers that I had. And then there are 30 million other Americans besides that. So the 30 million other Americans, Black Americans besides that, are making a decision now, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
But
Listen, I'm fine with.
After seeing the first week in office with Donald Trump and the things that he did with with the PMI for that mortgage insurance that's going to hurt working class, and the abortion thing that he did that's going to hurt our community. Do you still, if you could have did it over, would you say I still would have done it? Because nothing has changed. We said we. It's
been 3 days,
and it's all been bad.
And it's been scary, and so again, I am now today. January 22nd, 23rd, 24th, receiving phone calls from people who might be able to make a change. Because this only been 3 days. We got 3 days. We got 4 years ahead of us. So prayerfully, allegedly, right? Hopefully, there can be some change in the next 10 days. In the next 2 weeks, in the next 10 weeks, in the next 10 months. I'm hoping
when somebody shows you who they are, we should believe them.
Huh?
I'm a stern believer when somebody shows you who they are, we should believe them.
Maya Angelou, I understand. I understand.
But I also believe.
But so there's no hope for America?
No, I mean there's definitely hope because I believe in God. So
there's no hope for Donald Trump, is what you're saying.
No.
Is it what?
Look at me in my eye. Is there hope for America?
Right. For
I'm America.
Yes.
You're America.
Yes, because God is in control. But like I said before.
And that's what I said on the stage. You just said you was a heathen.
I mean, I'm righteous and righteous.
Okay, so then you're not a heathen.
Yeah. I got a nice little balance.
Because look, there's something that we can agree on. God is in control.
Absolutely.
And can we start there? Because that's all I said on that stage that you didn't watch.
Do you think it's a double standard, meaning Kanye and Floyd, especially Floyd was at the inauguration, but they came at you? You know what I mean? They didn't really come at
Kanye
Floyd
was at the inauguration.
Kanye wasn't there. Kanye met with Trump before at Trump Towers.
Do you know what was discussed there?
No.
We don't know.
Okay.
Floyd was at the inauguration.
I just want to say one thing, though. I do believe that I don't like when people name call. Like, that's the thing that bothers me. Like,
and that's the thing that bothers my...
If we have an issue with what you do and people are like, I don't understand why you did that and please explain, whatever. I don't like when people go in and start calling somebody a coon and saying all kinds of stuff that I think is unnecessary, because I think that is what makes it really divisive.
It makes it divisive. I want to...
And the attacking, like, I don't like that.
Yeah. I think in this climate, whether I sang at the inaugural ball or if I did something bad on Love and Hip Hop, which, by the way, Love and Hip Hop just picked up Black Girl Magic. But anyway, if I sing at, if I do something amongst us, you're still going to be called those names. People have been calling us bitches and hoes in music for a very long time. We've been called names. I'm not stirred by the names people call me. People can, Maya Angelou said that we can meet defeat, but we don't have to become defeated. So I don't become the words that people call me just because they're calling me that. They can call me defeated, but that's not who I am.
And with that said, just because you perform at the inauguration don't mean they respect you. I mean, we've been dancing and singing for them for years, and they still be like, that nigga can sing.
And that's what Barack Obama... I don't know if he said the N word, but he says she can sing. You know what I mean? And that was a change. That was a difference. They took the N-word out of it.
I think that's a good part to the story, too, the fact that you have saying at the White House before, you sang for Barack Obama before, because some people think this just came out the blue.
The National Black Caucus with Barack Obama before.
Okay.
Yeah, the list goes on. I've been doing it for years. I went to Afghanistan and sang for our troops. I'm an American, like, for real. Like, not because I agree with everything, but because of what I thought we stood on. And I thought this was a place where immigrants could come and become my sister and brother. My first brother was from Vietnam as a kid. That's first person whose eyes I looked in my nursery room was a kid who didn't look anything like me. So I didn't know until they said, "Make America Great Again," that we were that bad of a country.
I mean, that's because you're looking through the eyes of a minority. We are the oppressed. The oppressed can see the good in everybody. The oppressed don't see the world that way.
Apparently, a lot of people feel oppressed. And apparently, they don't all look like me.
Of course. It's gay people, it's women,
Man.
it's black people,
Man.
it's brown people. Yeah, of course.
So I'm not just standing up for the people who calling me names on Instagram.
But who would you rather stand up for? If the people that you're standing up for are saying, Chrisette, we don't want you to do that.
Nigga.
Chrisette, what am I saying?
Chrisette. It's because he can't
Hold on,
speak.
what
He
is
has
it
a
now?
list.
I hear it
Chrisette.
all the time.
Yeah, he has a
Chrisette,
list.
It's okay.
if they say we don't want you to do that, shouldn't you listen to them more?
They didn't want me to do a lot of things. People didn't want me to go on reality TV. People didn't want me to come to the Breakfast. Oh my God, why are you going to the Breakfast Club? What they going to say? What they going to? You know what I mean? Like almost every day somebody tells me not to do it. They don't want me to wear my hair straight. They don't want me to wear my hair nappy. They don't want me to wear lipstick. They don't want me to go outside without makeup. Like, nobody wants people to do anything that they're not willing to do.
Yeah. I judge motives, not actions.
Now, you said the proceeds were going towards a creative arts program?
Oh, no, that's the Basquiat.
Okay.
That was created by Allison Olivia. She created a capsule collection. And so the proceeds from that, the dress that I wore at the inaugural ball, are going towards, the advancement of art. I don't know if you guys know about what's going on in the arts through the government.
Funding.
They're cutting so much funding. There are people on Broadway enraged about what's going on. So that's another reason why I wore that skirt.
Do you think you had impact?
I'm here right now at the Breakfast. I'm going to Associated Press after this. I'll be at NPR after that. I was on Billboard last night. I now have
But that's
some
press, though. I'm talking about impact with the people that you said you wanted to bridge the
hear
gap
how
with.
much we talk about press in 2017. You don't think press creates the impact?
Right, media.
Not really.
Okay, well, we'll see.
I mean, for the people that you're actually trying to reach, those people that are the oppressor, Donald Trump and his administration, do you think you reached them?
Absolutely. Oh, well, what I was going to say earlier, absolutely is my answer. After I sang, I walked down the stairs and they were like, "You want to go to your green room?" I said, "No, I want to meet everybody in this room." And there was thousands of people in the room. I said, "I want to meet every," and they all look like my accountant. Joke, but my accountant is black. They didn't look like my actual accountant. But anyway, they looked like people that I don't know. They looked nothing like me.
Old white men.
Yeah. And I wanted to, part of me is brokenhearted by what's going on. Part of my self-esteem, my ego is hurting because I feel like I don't know if anybody's listening. So a part of me as a person, not as a singer at the ball, but as a person, wanted to say, my black matters. This is black. A part of me wanted to say, this is what we sing, like this is how we stand. Because part of me felt like, have you ever seen me before? Are y'all talking about me in this campaign? So yeah, I think I made an impact because I was able, if not just for my heart, I was able to talk with a lot of people. And there was this old white lady. I hate putting colors on people, but there was this old white lady with gray hair. She sat next to me in the VIP area, which I was invited to. And she rubbed my skirt. And she said, "Who is that on your skirt?" I said, "Well, this is Basquiat." And I explained to her the collaboration between Basquiat and Allison Olivia. Allison Olivia she'd heard of. And she said, "That is something you never get rid of." And that was my confirmation. I'm an artist first. I may end up somebody's politician, who knows? But right now, I'm an artist, and I think that my art did speak. Yes, I do think I made an impact.
I think people would like to see people like yourself use your influence to get some intellectuals in front of these people that you're in front of.
So I'm creating a TV show. It's called No Political Genius. And No Political Genius is a show where I go to the white girl in Dakota with the same situation as the black girl in Far Rockaway, and then I bring Congress people and mayors from their area to talk to those situations, the intellects. I just want to be, like I said before, the bridge. I'm a creative. I know how to create stuff. That's what I do best. I wish that a Spike Lee could show me what angles to use, what lighting to use, what color to put on the filter. But if he doesn't, then I'll create something in 2017 that does bring intellects before this situation.
Yeah, that's what I think the bridge is.
That's my goal.
The bridge is getting in front of those people and bringing John Lewis, bringing
that's all I want to do.
The head of the National Black Caucus, like
these people
that's
that
the
I've
bridge.
spoken to again.
Yeah.
Well,
Can we be clear?
Yeah,
they
said fuck you.
Yeah,
Right.
That was a bit harsh.
I know, baby. Why'd you have to say that?
Did you post it too?
I did, but I said my fiance said.
But do you feel
Sometimes your man got to speak up for you.
Do you feel like it's a double standard though? Because they really came at you hard. I didn't see them come at Floyd Mayweather at all, to be honest with you.
Right, and please, Charlamagne, understand that it's okay for them to come for me. Like, people are entitled to a broken heart. And I'm hoping that people will be just as entitled to heal. Of course, people are going to come for you, no matter what you do. People come for you.
I love it.
So what am I supposed to do? Cry?
Yes, that's what I was hoping you would do on the show today because then,
For ratings?
I honestly thought you was going to come in here and say, look,
I am
I needed
Chrisette
the money.
Michele.
My mom is sick. Somebody's sick.
My mother just went back to work after managing me for 10 years, and so did my father. They just got a new spot, and I'm paying their mortgage and my brother's college tuition.
Money's good.
I am never crying about people calling me a coon or a bitch. Again, we've been called that shit for years.
I'm glad you're strong, but I'm just telling you what I was hoping for.
But where's your hope lying? You said you was now you're not a heathen.
I'm righteous. I told you a balance.
I need you to want me to stand. I need you to want that. I need you to want that.
I judge people by their motives.
Okay,
not their actions.
one of my goals is to sit down with John Lewis and to bring his point of view. One of my goals is to sit down with Kasim. Not goals; these are things we're setting up.
Just bring them with you. Like me, they asked me.
I don't know if they got the time to walk around through South Dakota with me. The thing is
I'm
that
talking about in front of Trump. Then
Yeah, talk to Donald
like they
Trump.
asked me, "Would you go meet Trump, Charlamagne?"
She
I said,
wasn't
yes.
even in front
If
of
I-
Donald Trump, though.
Right,
He wasn't
yeah.
there.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
And-
I would have said I'd have bought Minister Farrakhan with me.
yeah,
That's what I would have did.
Do
I would
you-
have just been
do-
the bridge like that.
But listen, do you really? There's a reason why I was given the microphone. Can we start there?
Yeah, because they don't think you're gonna say nothing threatening. They don't think you're gonna say nothing that's gonna challenge the establishment.
So, like I am, the artist that I am, and the speaker that I am, and the girl that I am, I'm gonna say it my way. But I hope that I can say your words. I do. I'll just say it my way.
Now, what about this album that you have, the spoken word album?
I'm releasing it on February 1st. I woke up on Sunday at like 3 o'clock. No, Monday at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and all of these were. Again, I'm an artist. I need to start there every time because some stuff artists do are weird. But I woke up with all of these words in my mind and I had to write them out. I just had to get them down. And so I told my manager after I finished writing, get me into the studio, please. And I went to the studio and recorded it. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily a response to everything. Some of it is, but it's just my perspective.
Let's hear it. You got
You got it.
Sure. Which track is this?
This is the spoken word one.
Why are you
The whole
laughing? Y'all
album
about to
is
play
spoken
something by
word.
somebody else?
What you mean? No, this is the spoken word.
Okay, so this one is called No Political Genius.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the title track.
I don't know what he's planning.
We was going through the tunnel.
I
when y'all
am the
played it
black
before. I
song
heard you
Spike Lee
laughing.
won't sing. I am the black voice, inauguration bells ring. I am the black sheep disguising the scared wolf. No, I'm the black elephant in the red room, scared shook. White House invites me, you call me their coon. I am the butterfly growing from history's cocoon. I can carry the mantle with God as my goon. He provides the life support, I'm dying singing his tune. Church folks may not clap, but I'll sing their song. Hip-hop for Jay-Z, now you say you lost one. R&B for Def Jam, rich hipster for Brooklyn. But Spike won't pay me, a crook from Crooklyn.
It's already been remixed too. People are doing remix versions.
I
of it.
will not be watching.
White House invites me, you call me their coon. I am the butterfly.
Why would you
gonna
play
I knew he's gonna play something that ain't by me.
God as my goon. He provides the life support, I'm dying singing his tune. Church folks may not clap, but I'll sing their song. Hip-hop for Jay-Z, now you say you lost one.
And y'all ain't even play the whole thing.
Now let me ask you a
Oh,
question.
all y'all
man.
fired, bro.
Now I always wanted to know. I don't know if we talked about it last time you were up here.
Uh-oh.
How did you get back with your fiance? Because I know y'all were beefing
yeah.
at one point. He was actually suing you
We sued each other.
Yo, suing each other.
Who sued who first? I sued him first.
He said you sued me.
Then he sued me. Then he sued my parents. No, I'm just kidding.
And how did y'all get back together? Because he was your manager and founder, and then y'all were beefing, and then all of a sudden y'all were engaged. I was like, that's weird, but
it was
cool.
crazy. It was crazy. So I was living in Los Angeles for a while, and I seen way too much. You know the stories you hear.
Right.
And across the way from me, somebody got shot and killed. It was all over the news, and I won't go back into it. But it was one of those moments where you jump out of your bed in a cold sweat, and you just be like, I got to get out of here. Mm-hmm. So I packed up all my stuff and called my mom and went to go stay at my mom's house, my mom and dad's house.
Is that when you started hating black people after that?
What?
Shut up. Go ahead.
I always like to see where he's going to go, though. Like, that's why I say what, because I would respond, but continue.
Is that your mom and dad's house?
I'm at my mom and dad's house, and I get quiet for like 2 weeks. I don't go on Instagram or social media or anything, and I just get before the Lord, to be honest with you.
Right.
And I just, out of nowhere, was just like, I miss him. And that's a strange thing. That was strange for me to even feel that way. So I went and talked to my mom. I said, Mommy, I miss him. She was like, of course you do. That's the best thing that ever happened to you. I was like, what? Why didn't you tell me that a long time ago? So I just went with my heart. Mm-hmm. And when we spoke again, I went to the gym, and I got on a mill, and I was sweating. And
you ate a meal at the gym?
No, I got on the mill.
The treadmill.
The treadmill.
Okay.
Had my fried chicken out at the gym.
Go ahead.
And I wrote him a letter, and I was like, you know what? You taught me a lot. And there's a lot of you missing from my life. And I won't go into detail. But anyway, he texts me or emails me right back. And the first line was, I never stopped loving you.
Oh, shit.
I know, right? I know. And every emotion and feeling that I had for him in college where we came up together came back. And I couldn't hold a grudge against that feeling. Like I won't hold a grudge against these feelings. I'm not good with grudges when they don't make sense. And I just knew that life got in the way. Evil got in the way. People got in the way. And so we got back together to talk. And 7 days later, we were engaged.
Y'all got to ride for each
talk.
other. Now, this man done went against Spike Lee, Talib Kweli, the whole black Twitter community for you. You can't ever break up with him ever again. And he should never have to wear a condom.
I'm sure he does it.
We have some here, though, if you need them.
We got some extra.
I will go hard for him. I will, forever.
You used to have a manager. This is a rumor that you used to have a manager who used to be homeless and jacking off in front of the 40 club.
I was waiting for you to ask me this.
You know what's funny?
Okay, no.
That wasn't you?
No. That was not my manager.
Road manager.
So this person
No, not my
does
road
exist.
manager.
Yeah, he does exist. He came up here one time and sat right behind Angela Yee and touched Angela Yee's shoulders. And I was texting her. I said, "That's the road manager that used to be with Chrisette Michele. That used to jerk off in the
That
street."
man used to be in
Oh
the
my
middle
God.
of the street in New York.
Who's
jacking off?
Wait, so
How is
Chrisette,
that?
you're aware that he used to do this?
I'm aware of who y'all are talking about. I never seen any such
Envy knows him.
activities.
You must know something.
I seen it.
Yeah, because why was he up here? That's the
I've seen
question.
it too.
Yeah.
You
He
seen
was
him
with
jack?
you.
You
He
seen him
was
jack
with
up?
you.
No. I did this. Okay, let's start here. That was a person who made a lot of my charity calls. So that person's heart is as big as gold.
He looked like he need charity. He was
Right.
sitting in front of 40.
Right. And a lot of times it's what about the 40-40?
He used to be standing outside of the 40-40
Sitting.
club.
Like
with
regularly?
A big black shiny deep penis.
Yeah, that's big.
I promise you.
Swear on everything.
I
Are you sure that it was
listen,
him?
I used to be like, yo,
100% positive.
I remember one day
I can identify his penis.
I said, I said to Envy.
This is disgusting.
Listen, I said to Envy, what happened to that dude
I know,
used to be
they're
in front of the
serious? I don't
40-40?
know.
And he goes, that's Chrisette Michele manager. And I was like,
said,
what?
No, let's clear
Okay,
that up.
next
Let's
time he
clear
sees
that
you, he's gonna throw some
My
cum in your
mother
face.
has been my manager since me and my fiance sued each other.
Okay.
And when me and my fiance got back together, my fiance became my manager again.
This was years ago now when I used to see him in
No,
front of
my
40-40.
mother was managing me for 10 years.
Okay.
My mother started managing me as soon as me and my fiance broke up.
Have you heard this story before, though?
Has anybody
I've
told you
heard-
this man
I've heard-
that he did that? Like, has other people told you, like, that's the guy that used to sit outside the
I think one of y'all may have called my current. Did anybody call my manager?
It
and
was
say that?
me. I
Okay,
called
somebody.
him and told him.
Yeah.
I seen him outside.
It was me.
No, he was concerned.
I was out there. I said, homie
And
is
so-
out there
This
beating
is
his
why I
meat.
was from New York. But and then he told me that. I said, Envy said that? I didn't know if you wanted to be
Right.
We said
called
everything
out.
up here. It don't matter.
But Envy said that for real. And that's when I was like, there's some validity to something.
Right.
Maybe there was a cane in between us. Maybe he has a cane.
That was a dick.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't
Maybe
know.
he has a baton.
No, I didn't know it was him, but I've seen that guy. He's like infamous. I didn't know that.
He's infamous.
Like, cause you would come outside and he would have like
He-
some type of
he-
lotion and it would
he-
be shiny.
You kidding? He
I
had
didn't know it was
lotion with
him.
him all the time.
Yeah, it was like.
Okay,
real-
well, I never seen that.
It was like alarmingly shiny.
His
Cause
lotion.
it's not. Yeah, it's not
Now,
like
he's
a
out there
regular.
live.
Wow.
Huh?
He's out there live. The last time I seen him was D.
Recently?
D Paris. We seen him about a year and a half ago. D.
Okay, year and a half ago.
He was actually with me. We was on the street, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
We was on the corner. And all of a sudden, we heard these girls yell. Ah!
Oh my
I was
God.
like, what's wrong? He was like, there's a guy over there beating his meat. So we walked over there to see because it was interesting.
Why would you go see that? Why would you
So he
walk
could
over there?
I was interested. I wanted to see what
But I
it
tell you
was.
I
this.
probably would have went to go see it.
See,
Too. I've
and
been
it
like,
was
word,
him.
what?
This when the hoverboard
Yeah, but
first
you
came
I
have
out.
would
a
have
vagina.
ran the other way.
But that's we're from
You
New
rode on a
York. Like we
hoverboard over
see
there?
strange
Yeah, I
things
did.
on the street all the time. This is another level of strange. That's extra strange.
All right, guys. Enough
And then
of
if you
that.
would pull
But
out
no,
your
he
phone and
was
try to
never
film
been
him,
my
he would
manager.
stop.
He's never
But
been
why
my
was he
manager.
making charity calls for you if he was homeless?
Because I don't know if
I don't
he's
think he was
homeless
homeless.
either.
I don't think he's homeless. I
Yeah.
think
He's just a perv?
I don't know any of these
Allegedly.
things
Just
to
say
be
allegedly,
true. I
allegedly,
just know who
allegedly.
you're referring
Allegedly.
to. And so I'm trying to tell you
We
that
just
he
know
wasn't
what
my
Emmy said.
manager
Gotcha.
or any kind of my manager.
I seen it.
But we fed the homeless a lot. I have a tattoo that says feed the hungry.
Did he wash his hands before he fed the homeless?
You know what?
You might have to ask
Did he
him.
wear gloves?
Next time he's here sitting behind Angela Yee, y'all
Come
ask
on,
him.
guys.
Give him a,
Chrisette Michele,
No,
ladies and
How
gentlemen.
much did you get paid for the inauguration?
I'd rather not say.
Was it? It wasn't $250,000 though.
More or less.
She said that was a rumor.
That was a rumor, but I don't ever disclose that kind of stuff.
Right.
I
You
don't
don't
talk
have to-
about what kind of car I drive. Like that's not me. I don't.
I see that Cartier love bracelet though.
Yeah.
Was it worth
Pretty
it?
penny.
At the end of the day, was all of this worth it?
Right. It's been 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
What is all of this?
3 days, 72
3
hours.
days. That's all we
That's a
talking
lifetime
about.
on Twitter.
So
Yeah,
just to
for
be
some people,
clear,
not
you're
me.
not a Donald Trump supporter. Just so we can be clear about that.
Let's talk about what it means to support people really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does that mean did I pay for his thing? Does that mean that I vote for him? I did none of those
Does that
things.
mean that you
Does
are-
that mean that I agree with all of the awful rhetoric that I'm hearing? Absolutely not.
No
Absolutely not.
contributions to him at all.
No, I can't. My contribution would be, is there anything I can do to open up you people's eyes?
Who's you people though?
We about to find out.
Because we woke.
I'm woke, right? But people don't know that I'm woke either. So he might not know that you're woke. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my thing is we all live here. Like, here. This the only country we live in. I said in the next poem, is there a charter boat back to where I came from? And who's going to tell me where the hell that is? It's not in my history book. So we're here. There's no boat somewhere else. I'm just saying.
I got you. Let me ask you one last question. All lives matter
Oh,
or
no.
Black lives matter?
For me, I'm black. And my life matters.
Black girl magic.
Seen. The reason the entire experience was started wasn't because all lives didn't matter. It was because Black lives matter. So there's no contradiction there. Civil rights activists like Martin Luther King didn't only march for us. He was a civil rights leader, civil for all people here. Black lives matter, though.
All right.
Well, there you have it.
And thank you so much for coming up. I know it's been a lot going on, so we appreciate you coming and trying to clear everything up and just let people know what
I
was
have
really
no problem
going
with
on.
engagement. I say it all the time. We're going to have engages. We're going to have resistors. I just think that those of us with influence should use our influence to get the intellectuals in front of those people like Trump.
And that's my goal with No Political Genius. I just want to say that again so that when you see No Political Genius on television and me talking to these congressmen and to folks like John Lewis and bringing it to the ears of the people that might be able to make a change, you'll say she said she was going to do that. I want you to believe in me.
And I do, and I don't agree with. I think we all engages and resistors have to be on the same page,
Right.
regardless. If the end result and the goal we want is the betterment of us as a people, we shouldn't be infighting amongst each other.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's why I wrote the poetry, because that is to us. That's to say, guys, like, I know you may not like what I did, but if we can't speak, then I'm not going to be able to do anything different. So, God forbid I have to use somebody else's money.
Gotcha.
Because Spike Lee don't got me.
Damn.
Well, there you have it. It's Chrisette Michele.
She didn't cry, but it was good.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.